everyone. I want to welcome you to our first episode of MC Squared, the Monday Coffee Conversation. We're going to be doing this every week. It'll just be 5-10 minute little video just to kick off the week and get it going and just share an encouraging word and a word from God. And we'll be at different places. I may be at home one time. I may be on the river, maybe, who knows. Today I'm coming to you from Small Town Fitness in St. Paul, Virginia, our local gym. Now let's get into the word. If you hang around any gym for just a little while, one of the first and most common things you'll hear is, "Hey man, give me a spot," or "Can you spot me?" What a spotter is just someone to assist and help out when someone's trying to lift heavy weights. And we're here at the bench press now, and if someone's spotting someone doing a bench press, they'll stand right here at their head and they'll help them get the bar off. And then as the person lifting is doing his bench press, they'll just stand with their hand under the bar ready to catch it if something was to happen or they need assistance. And the spotter is very important. Now I myself usually don't have one because I'm here a lot by myself, and I just like to put my music in and get on and enjoy myself like that. But a spotter is very important because when you're trying to lift heavy weight and you come down with that bar, every bit of that weight, whether it's 100 pounds, 300 pounds, whatever, is on your arms. And if you can't get it up and rest that bar back on these wrists, you can get hurt really bad or worse. And a lot of times myself, I know that when you come down and you think you've got one more rep, you go ahead and bring that weight down, and sometimes as you're coming up, you can't get that last rep up, and that's where a spotter comes in. It doesn't have to be somebody super strong or anything. Putting your fingers underneath the bar like this can do a whole lot to help somebody out who's struggling on that last rep. Now if you're benching without a spot and you try that one, "Yeah, I got it in me," and you bring it down and you can't get it up, then you have one of two options. Lay there kicking like a turtle on his back until somebody shows up, or often you can get one arm up enough to where the weight starts sliding down, and then they'll come off of the bar on that one side and you can get yourself out of there semi-safely. That's not a position you like to be in. I've been in it because I think, I can do this one more time. I can do it on my own and I don't need a spotter. So I have to slide weights off like that. But a spotter is so important because not only they help you do safely, but it can help you become more of your potential. When I come on my last rep and all I can do to get it up, I'm done if I don't have a spotter. If I do have a spotter, I can still try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. And even though they're helping me just a little bit, it's working those muscles more than I could if I was by myself. That's talking about heavy physical weight and what it can do and how we need help getting it off of us. But there's heavy spiritual weight too. The weight of sin is heavy. The things going on in our lives that bring us down can sometimes get heavy. But let's go to the word, and in Hebrews chapter 12, in verse 1, it says that we should, "Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight, and the sin which doeth so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us." So the Bible is telling us that all these things, all the sin upon us, and all the things going through our lives, that we should set it aside. We should get it off of us. We should remove it and come out from under the pressure of it. Now, if you're all alone, that's hard to do. Kind of like on that bench press, when I'm benching by myself and I'm trying to get that last rep in, I can't get that weight off of me really easy. And sometimes I can't get it off of me at all. That's where I was talking about that I have to lift up one side until the weights fall off. That is not what we want to do. That's not the way it's designed, and doing it on our own, sometimes that's the only option we have. So how can we get that sin, that despair, all the things in our life that's weighing us down, how can we get it off of us? Well, the answer is pretty simple, actually. It might not be simple for us to do because we're prideful and we're stubborn, But the answer is pretty simple. If you go to 1 Peter chapter 5 and look at verses 6 and 7, it tells us to humble ourselves under the mighty hand of God, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever used this as an example before. This is something that when I was, studying up for this and putting this message together, it hit me. God is our spotter. Does that make sense? God is our spotter. Our spotter, when you're using one during a workout, you use it through your whole workout. You use it when you're doing things with heavy weights with your shoulders and you're just doing this. You have someone under your shoulders. If you're doing squats, you have somebody to help protect you. You do it all through your workout, and they are there to help you get that weight off of you. And they do it willingly. If someone comes up and says, I'll spot you, and they let go of the bar, that's not a good spotter. But God is our spotter. The Word tells us to cast all our cares on him. All those weights that in Hebrews 12 it tells us to set aside, what do we do with them? We put them on God. We allow him to take that weight off of us when we just can't get it off on ourselves. It's a whole lot harder going through this life trying to do everything on our own when we've got God right there. It's not just that he would like to, he wants to. And it's not just that he wants to, he commands us through his word to allow him to help. Cast all your cares on him. Thank you all, and we'll see you next time.